Hi and welcome to Swedish Plant Guys. I am standing in a sea of ZZ plants. Now the big question today is it poisonous? And is it so dangerous that you cannot have it in your home? Now, concerning all types of plants, we always recommend you to go to your local authorities in your countries to find out what the recommendations are concerning the toxicity of different types of plants. Now here in Sweden we have something called Giftinformationscentralen, directly translated Toxic Information Central. And we can call them or we can go into their website and check out if a plant is poisonous and how poisonous it is. So we always recommend you to do that. But is it that poisonous? Yes, it is poisonous. The ZZ plant is poisonous. And especially if you get it inside of your body, if you eat it. Now there was a rumor in 2010, there was a rumor loosely based on scientific discoveries that this plant was so poisonous that it could cause cancer. However, that was just a rumor and something that other scientists later on took away completely and said, no, it does not cause cancer. But it is poisonous, especially if you should get it inside of your body. Now the symptoms, if you eat something of this plant, can be that you get a swelling of the lips, the tongue and the throat, which can be quite extensive, so you can have a trouble breathing. Other symptoms can also be nausea and vomiting and diarrhea. So it really attacks your full immune system. Now the reason for this is that the sap in the entire plant, all of the plant is poisonous because you have the sap in all of the plant. Even the flower is poisonous. That sap contains something called calcium oxalate, which is the same thing that causes kidney stones in humans. But this sap has a high concentration of the calcium oxalate. And that is actually a form of salt that is in crystal form. And that crystal form has extremely sharp edges on it. So when you get that in your body, the whole body starts to react to those sharp salts. And it starts to swell and it starts to create those symptoms that can make you vomit, that can get you diarrhea. It's because of that high concentration of calcium oxalate. That also means that if you should get some of the sap from this plant on your skin, you could get an allergic reaction. I have never gotten an allergic reaction to the ZZ plant, and I've worked with plants for over 20 years. And I've never ever reacted to it, but that depends on how sensitive you are. So if you know that you are sensitive, if you have allergies, or you know that you're sensitive to other types of plants, then you should be very careful handling the ZZ plant. But if you're not, then it shouldn't be a problem. So what should you do? Well, first off, if you have a ZZ plant and it's not dangerous to have it in your home, if you have one, make sure that when you have handled that plant, like I'm doing right now, you wash your hands afterwards. Or use gloves when you're handling it, when you're repotting it, when you're pruning it, when you are propagating it. Use gloves or wash your hands thoroughly afterwards. Keep it away from small children and all forms of pets. Anyone that you know could bite into it or could be lured or triggered to want to play with it, keep it away from those. If you get the sap in your eyes, wash it thoroughly with water and then call someone that can help you get to the hospital, or get help so you can get that sap out of your eyes, because that could also mean that your eyes can be in danger. Now lastly, if you think that someone or a pet has ingested a piece of this plant, the first thing you should do, and this is where I looked that up in the Swedish Giftinformationscentralen. The first thing you should do is that you give that person or that pet water, because water helps to hinder that reaction in the body. So give them water and then call 112 if you're in Europe, 911 if you're in Northern America. Call the authorities and tell them what's happened so they can send an ambulance and try and help that person. Now I hope this video was a help to you. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit that bell as well so you get a notification every time we put up something new. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook to make sure you get the latest news of the videos that we are making right now. And also, please share with your friends and keep safe out there. Until next time, hej då!